Today I fucked up by eating leftover pizza. So earlier today I ordered pizza, ate, and then left the box on the counter since it was still hot. A few hours later I got snackish again and went back for round 2. So I started to reheat a slice while admiring my culinary excellence for using the air fryer instead of the microwave and waiting for the blaring beeps to announce to the world that the pizza was ready for my voluptuous derriere. I ate my pizza happily, and then while I was cleaning up and washing the dishes, my brother stopped by and walked into the kitchen. Being the amazing host I am, I told him there was pizza and asked if he wanted me to warm up a slice for him. Only to hear him hesitate to respond. Well, you see. The thing is, I'm blind, multiple retinal detachments. I can still somewhat perceive objects as blurry color differences. Like if there's a bright green shoebox on a white carpet floor, I can see that something is on the ground, but I won't know it's a shoebox until I touch it though. Or I can tell if a person is walking around since I see a human-shaped object moving, but if a person was sitting quietly in a chair, I won't even be able to tell there was a person there. My brother proceeds to exclaim to me that the pizza is crawling with ants. The master chef in me puts 2 and 2 together and realizes why the pizza was extra crunchy and flaky. It wasn't due to my air frying prowess after all. Turns out I ate ant topping pizza. I'd like to think I'm a fairly adventurous eater, but that comes with the stipulation that I know what I am eating at least. I'd be down to try insects when traveling abroad and stuff, but ants were not a part of my elementary school cafeteria food pyramid posters. Usually not a midday floss and brush kinda guy, but I definitely was today. The whole experience was fairly unsettling to say the least. Not sure if it's a silver lining or not, but the ants were cooked and I couldn't see them. I'm just going to sugarcoat this new memory and say I hit my protein intake for the day. TLDR, blind guy eats pizza with extra toppings. Can't wait for my Be My Eyes app to pop up. John needs help. Are there ants on this pizza? Just imagine if you had it without reheating, trying to determine what the heck is moving in your mouth. I mean, technically, ants are on the food pyramid. Pretty sure they'd fall under the protein section. Also, I thought after the blind part, that it was gonna be mold. I'd prefer ants over mold any day. Why do you have ants though? Should probably get that. Looked at. Remember to clean your air fryer before next use. Honestly. You enjoyed the pizza, they were dead, no danger posed. No harm done. Think of it as PM pizza with tiny little land shrimp and a funny story for later. The only reason ants feel a bit off as food is cultural, really. I'm legally blind without glasses, so even with them I can't see great. I have missed ants on sun chips before and my coworker actually pointed them out to me. I had never eaten sun chips before, so I didn't know anything was amiss. I thought they just had black specks on them for like flavor or something. Expect someone to get you a box of chocolate-covered ants sometime in the near future. Follow-up post: I'm hoping for blind man gets full vision back after eating ants. If there was ever a time for antacids, this is it. I'll see myself out. GIF emote, free emotes pack, sweat smile. GIF Giphy JSDDLVI7G1FKF2MXUC. Hey man, even though I cannot begin to imagine the horrors you went through, I just wanted to let you know that your post was really well written. I really enjoyed reading it. Cheers. This actually happened to my mom once. She is very blind without glasses and had left some pizza in the box on the counter. She was hungry at some point during the night and went to grab a slice of the pizza. The only light was from the hallway and she had an old pair of glasses on. She said the leftover pizza kind of tasted like pickles. She turned the light on above the counter and saw the pizza left in the box was crawling with ants. Apparently ants taste like pickles. At least they were cooked. When I was a kid, I was happily eating one of those little boxes of raisins. I was 3/4 of giveaway done when I realized it was crawling with ants. At least you won't get sick from eating those tiny buggers, since the pizza contained many antibodies. Man ate a leftover air-fried pizza. This is what happened to his organs. Cooked, they are probably fine. When I was younger, I had bad asthma and used to keep my puffer on my bedside table in case I needed it during the night. One night I woke up with bad asthma, so grabbed my puffer with my eyes still closed and took a couple of puffs only to have a stinging sensation in my mouth. Opened my eyes to find my puffer crawling with ants. They do not taste nice at all. Ever since that day I will always blow into my puffer before puffing, which can be hard when you can't breathe. Ants are kind of acidic though. I feel like they would really change the flavor profile if you got a bunch of them. A bit irrelevant, but I'm really curious. Let me know if this question is offending. How did you type this post? On the bright side, insects are pretty much pure protein. Ants are usually fine to eat when dead. Do not eat them alive as they can still bite. The vegan teacher wouldn't like this. Ants were not a part of my elementary school cafeteria food pyramid posters. The ants are healthier than advice from those posters, anyway. Even the US Department of Agriculture scrapped the food pyramid more than a decade ago. How do you write all that and browse Reddit? I'm just legitimately curious. Your TLDR LOL. In your defense, leftover pizza is fucking delicious. I did this with a container of granola that had been left open. The lid must not have been correctly snapped on and I went for a shotgun mouthful of granola without looking. All of a sudden things in my mouth are moving. I spat it out in the sink and looked over at the container. 70 granola, 30 ants. Well, of all the insects to eat, at least ants aren't too bad. Don't worry about it. When I was a teen I ate chocolate and donuts at a birthday party. I just took the box from the pantry and started munching down on the donut holes while talking to others. 3-4 donut holes in I realized my hand was itchy and looked down. They were everywhere, including on the piece I was holding. At first I was scared, but my dad just teased me about my extra protein donuts. I ate ant tacos in Mexico. You'll be fine. 2 bites into my delicious organic romaine-filled chicken sandwich, I went for a bite of potato salad. As I look down at my plate I see it's moving. There's aphids everywhere. I didn't wash the romaine. I just tore it and threw it on. Was a late teen and safe to say I pride in my kitchen work now. I did something similar once, though I'm not blind, which kinda made it worse. I was half asleep, poured myself a bowl of cereal, and started eating it. I got maybe halfway through the bowl before my brain woke up enough to register, hey, wait, why is my cereal moving? Needless to say, I did not finish the bowl lol. Don't even worry about it, man. When I was a kid me and my buddy had pizza and left the box out on the floor of the room I was sleeping in. I woke up the next morning and ate a whole slice of half-day-old pizza only to realize it was covered in ants when I went back for 2 NDS. Shit happens lol. I drank soda and didn't realize I didn't finish it, left the cup on my desk and a few hours later I just added more soda. I drank more soda and it for some reason burned, then I looked inside the cup and there was a bunch of dead ants floating around. No wonder it burned a little. Well, at least they had a good life and died quickly. Well, at least you got extra protein. I mean, if the ants were fully cooked, it was safe and a little extra protein. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, clapping hand sign. I'm guessing these were only grease ants. No big deal. Yeah, I did this once with a dessert left on the counter and it sucked. Yeah, this has happened to me before, it's awful. So how were they? You have a free supply of them. I can only imagine what it's like to be blind. I would be scared of putting anything in my mouth. I would be scared of taking a step forward. I would be scared of everything. I heard about Be My Eyes app before. Have you tried it? Extra protein. I used to know someone who took like 3 huge chugs out of her pop bottle. She didn't see the trail of ants. I would promptly puke. I watch gore and true crime, but bugs are a no-go for me. My condolences, ha ha ha. I once ate a leftover pizza slice and got a burnt bit that was suspiciously hard to chew through. It turned out to be a still alive ant when I finally spat it out. A friend of mine once went camping with his brother. Late at night they cooked in the dark and ate by the fire. When he asked about the nuts the brother had added, they were dozens of beetles. Wow, talk about a surprising pizza.